Hi, my name's Marion Rose and welcome to another one of my Aware Parenting series of videos. Now excuse the bird noise, it's very loud. I hope you can hear me okay. So today I wrote a message on the Aware Parenting Facebook group and I said I'm going to make some videos today, what would you like me to make them about? And someone said they would like me to talk about the importance of attachment. So I thought I would talk about that today. So if you're new to Aware Parenting, I recommend having a look at Aletha Salter's website, which is awareparenting.com. I'm a level 2 Aware Parenting instructor. My website's marionrose.net. And if you're wanting to find out more about attachment, I really recommend some of Aletha's books. She's got several. These ones would really specifically give you lots of information. One is the Aware Baby, which is for little ones from the age of 0 to 2. It talks a lot about attachment in there. Tears and Tantrums, which is 2 to 8. No, actually it's not 2 to 8, it's 0 to 8. And you also find out helpful things about attachment as well as crying. And that's my daughter and her dad on the front about 10 years ago. And Attachment Play is the other one, so that's me and my son several years ago too. So Attachment Play, of course, is again based on attachment. Now, attachment isn't very well understood still in the mainstream culture. We still live in a culture where the main parenting paradigm is about trying to get babies and children to be independent as early as possible. But since the 1950s and the pioneering work of John Bowlby, B-O-W-L-B-Y, have a look at his work if you want to find out more, we've really understood that in order to bring up children who feel confident, true confidence, like with inner resources, with a sense of self, who can go out in the world and actually stay connected to themselves, we need to foster secure attachment. And in order to foster secure attachment, that actually means meeting the needs of babies and children, particularly babies. So in those first 3 years, actually responding to their cues. So their attachment needs. So attachment needs are things like lots of physical closeness and responding sensitively to their cues and really listening to them and understanding them. And the whole idea of secure attachment is that the more we respond relatively accurately, not 100% of the time, because none of us is probably going to do that, but enough of the time responding, so if they need closeness, we're close with them. If they're hungry, we feed them. Whatever it is that they need, if we're responding relatively accurately, that they actually start to internalize that. If I have a need, it's met. If I need connection, it's met. If I need support, I have support there. And actually what that does is really, the word secure attachment, security, gives them security. Their sense of, if I need help, help's there. And actually what that does, and all the research shows that, for example, babies that are securely attached, or toddlers at 1.5, when they look at them at 5 years of age, they have much easier time making friends, they have more friends, they have an easier time at school. There's so many indices which they measure which show that secure attachment really is such a helpful start for children, because they have that sense of a secure base. That's what attachment's all about. You probably read about this. Mum or dad, because dads can be just as much as attachment base as a mum, so can sisters or grandparents, or we can have secure attachments with many different people. The more the toddler starts to explore away, goes to find and explore the world and looks back at mum or dad or granny, and then explores a bit more, or knows that they can go back anytime, the more they have that confidence to actually explore further and further and further away. So the more they internalize, someone is there for me, someone listens to me, so I can actually go out and explore the world, and I can go back when I need to. Of course, the older and older they get, the further they can go, the more confidence they feel, the longer amount of time they can be away before they come back. But what happens is, in our culture, it's because we don't really understand attachment still in the mainstream, is that we try and push the babies kind of to be independent earlier, and that actually has the opposite effect. And again, the research shows this really clearly. If we try to get them to be independent, if we don't listen to their needs, if we kind of have that idea of we kind of need to toughen them up because the world's a tough place, so we need to kind of make it harder for them, what often happens is that the opposite happens. They may kind of seem okay, they may seem like happy to sleep alone or be on their own, but actually what's happened is they've internalized something different, which is some kind of core belief like I need to do it myself, or no one's there for me. I'm sure you probably have experienced that in your own, if you've done any kind of self-development, some of those core beliefs that we get through well-meaning. It's, of course, every parent wants to do the best for their child, but sometimes just not realizing that trying to get them to be independent can actually mean that they don't get that beautiful, secure attachment. If you have done any of those things, I really want to invite you to have lots of self-compassion and to know that you can help your baby or child heal whatever age they are, and especially with aware parenting, there's so many tools to do that. It's just really understanding that, especially in those early years, really meeting our babies' and children's needs and listening to them and understanding them actually means that they get more able to go out into the world because it's in their own time. It really needs to be with their own timing, so that they gradually go out into the world more. They have more of that inner sense of security because we have been there. We've been there for them, and they have that inside themselves, that sense, which then they internalise. The way we are with them, they internalise. So, I'm here with myself because they've experienced that. You've been there with them, so then they learn how to be there with themselves. When things get tricky or challenging, they have that inner resource to stay connected with themselves. So, anything else I want to say about attachment? One of the extra things that really aware parenting brings to the attachment table is actually listening to children, babies and children's feelings. That actually, when we listen to their upset, when they're having a tantrum, we listen and we're present. When they're having a big cry, we actually stay present and listen, and that really helps secure attachment, because again, it's that more of them is being included, that part of them is being accepted and loved, so that they can include that in their sense of who they are. So it can be a beautiful piece to listen to their feelings. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you want to find more about aware parenting, awareparenting.com, my website marionrose.net, and please subscribe to my channel if you'd like to watch more videos. And just remember as well, for us, we can change our attachment status, so it's never too late. It's never too late to become securely attached, and often it's through creating secure attachment for our baby or child that we actually change our attachment status. So have fun with that, and I look forward to talking to you again in the next video.